we actually create distrust or mistrust in the organization. And I think that goes a long way, specifically down to performance. We're not incenting the performance we want because our incentives are missing or misaligned. But then ultimately we sort of create unnecessary attrition as well.
That's correct. Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because I mean, I started my career in sales, and I did that for probably the first, I don't know, 11, 12 years, of my career, and then stumbled into an opportunity where I was trying to move out of the direct outdoor sales role into something that maybe was more of a farmer type, approach to sales, and stumbled into a role in a sales compensation, role. And that for me was, first of all, didn't understand the compensation aspect of it. I said, "Well, this is an internal role. I'll probably be able to stay indoors, not travel as much." But it really opened my eyes to what the capabilities of HR are, meaning you are at the center of an organization where you get to see all the ins and outs, how things are connected, what's the business strategy, what are some of the leadership decisions, what's the real day-to-day experience for many of our employees. And that really kind of catapulted me into a career within HR. Obviously, with my experience, I've had an opportunity in many organizations to not only work in compensation or total rewards, but how we're impacting performance and culture and leadership. These aren't just typical HR related programs, but they're actual systems that really shape how people experience the work that they do on a day to day basis, and how the organizations really build trust with their employees and their workforce.
Yeah, this is really fascinating. If we take this back into the world of transformation, and I think of it as, where are you today? That's your current state. Where do you want to be? That's your desired state. In transformation is what happens in between those two things. So when I think about compensation as an enabler or maybe even an impeder of successful transformation, I'm really interested how you think about that from that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I think the transformational component to this, to me, I look at it from you know, what's our value add or our impact on the organization, and as we continue to transform, not only as individuals, but as leaders or as even as a function, what are some of the requirements that we're recognizing in the relationships that we're forming with our employees and the work that they're fundamentally shifting away from, right?